WTWO's Beyond the Stands podcast is brought to you by Crow Equipment, Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning, Snap Home Media LLC, Sycamore Insurance Associates. Here's your host, Rick Semmler.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Beyond the Stands. Of course, I'm your host, Rick Semmler. You saw in the intro there, we got some new sponsors. I want to thank them for joining Beyond the Stands. That's Snap Home Media, LLC, and Sycamore Insurance Associates. Of course, I always want to thank Crow Equipment Incorporated and Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning. They've been with us since the get-go back in September for Beyond the Stands. Exciting podcast for you today because I am joined by a state finals team. I am talking about the Casey-Westfield softball team joining me. They qualified for state yesterday. I got with me three of the members of the team. We got Lucy Moore. Lucy, nice to see you.
You too.
And then we got with us, joining us, two other members. We got Allyson Truelove and Ava Goble. Hi, ladies.
Hey.
Those two are a little more nervous than Lucy is. So let's have some fun with this one. Lucy, I'll start with you. Yesterday, you guys win your super sectional 4-0 over Waltonville. Just talk about the game and how exciting it was.
Yeah, I mean, the game was huge. We came in, we played Waltonville earlier in the season, but we didn't let that, we played it like we would any other game. We all came out hot, did our jobs, and won together as a team. So
I don't want to say it was easy 4-0, but you guys have had some really tight games this postseason. Did it feel a little bit more, easier for you, Allyson, yesterday than the other games had been?
Yeah. From our last game, it felt a little bit of a relief from Windsor-Sioux-Strauss. Since we've already played them and we won against them, I kind of knew we would win, but didn't let that get to me before the game.
And Ava, how confident were you guys coming into that ball game yesterday that you guys would get the job done?
I think we all had a very good mindset going into the game, and practice, we prepared for it, and yeah.
Now, when you get to this stage in the tournament, you knew you were one win away from the state finals, and we'll start with you, Allyson, being your final year. Just how bad, when you're that close, do you want to get to state?
Oh, I wanted it so bad. I think I don't want to say I wanted it more than anybody else, but I felt like I did.
And Ava, how bad did you want to continue her senior season?
Oh, I wanted it so bad. I was going to fight every game till we made it.
I like that. Lucy, being that close to state, you obviously, last couple of years, you've made postseason runs, but you didn't get where you want to. Being that close, how hungry was the team to finish that next step?
I mean, I would say we were pretty hungry since we got out earlier than we wanted to last year. I mean, since last summer, once we lost, it's always been our goal to, get back here and have this opportunity.
Now, this sounds crazy. It's been 3 years since Casey has been in the softball state finals over in Illinois, but that's a drought for Casey-Westfield. Let's just be honest. This is a program that goes to state all the time. Allyson, being a senior, you did say you were on the last state finals team, but you were just a runner, that kind of thing. How bad did you want to get back to state and participate in it this year?
I wanted it a lot more than I want it any other year just because it's my senior year. It's just one of those feelings that you can't, you'll never get that feeling ever again, and it's a great feeling.
And you have been there before. You've experienced the atmosphere. You guys have played in a lot of big games, but state's obviously different. What advice will you have for your teammates this week, Allyson, heading into state?
Just having a great mindset, keeping our culture, and just being good teammates to each other, and having fun.
You speak of having fun. That's the big thing. It's still, it is a big stage, but softball's supposed to be fun. Ava and Lucy, both your first time to state. I first start with you. Ava, what's it mean to be going to state?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's just the best feeling ever to win that super sectional and have everyone coming to you and hugging you. Yeah.
And Lucy, your first time to state as well. I know you've grown up watching it, but what does it mean to you to be heading to state finals for Casey-Westfield softball?
It's pretty exciting. This is a pretty good program. It's just really fun to be a part of it. So.
You guys speak of a pretty good program. I'm sure many of you grew up watching, Casey win in the postseason, Casey go to state. I'll start with you, Lucy. How many memories do you have of watching other girls growing up getting to do this, and now you're doing it?
I've played since junior high, but like every year I've always watched and looked up to the players ahead of me and wanting to, follow in their footprints. So.
You guys talked about a culture thing, and it is there at Casey. Start with you, Allyson. Just you played on one state finals team, but you've been there. You grew up watching it. How important was that when you guys were growing up, being like, I want to be on the next Casey team that goes to the state finals?
I actually grew up in Martinsville. I didn't go to Casey, but wanting to be on a winning team and wanting that feeling of winning, I always looked up to the girls that always won, and they wanted to be there, and they played really good. I don't know. I always looked up to them like that.
And Ava, what about you?
Fun fact, we both went to Martinsville
Really?
together. Yeah.
Okay.
But then in junior high, I moved to Charleston, and we actually went to state there. But I always wanted to make it to state in high school because, it's even bigger. So I've always watched Casey because they're amazing team.
New things I learned today. Did not know that. Let's thank our sponsors of the show, Crow Equipment Incorporated, Snap Home Media LLC, and Sycamore Insurance Associates. Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, building a higher standard award winner for quality and reliability you can depend on. Call Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning, 765-832-9401. Okay, so we talked about you winning your super sectional game. Your sectional championship game was one for the ages. You guys won 1-0, and just an incredible game over Windsor. You talked about it. I guess we'll start with you, Allyson, being the senior. You ever take part in a game like that in that magnitude?
No, that was one of the biggest games that we have played this season. We knew it was going to come, and we knew that we had to take care of business.
What about you, Lucy? I mean, it just every play mattered. It went 10 innings. You won 1-0. What was it like to be a part of that game?
It honestly feels like it was like a movie. One thing would have went wrong. That game could have been a whole new outcome. We just really kept our heads in it and worked as a team to get the job done.
And I saved Ava for last because she certainly played a big role in that game, pitching, just a shutout, and then you hit home run, score the game's only run. Just talk about your role in the game and how significant that was.
It was pretty crazy. I just had to keep my cool and not get stressed out or worried, or that would have led to me having a bad mindset. So my mindset was really good, and I think that's what helped me get through that game.
I got to ask you, Ava, you are a great pitcher and a pretty good hitter. Does that go hand in hand for you? When you're pitching well, you feel maybe you hit better, and if you hit, it helps your pitching? How does that work for you?
Honestly, I just focus on my pitching, but I try to do both,
No, you're good. And Allyson, I got to ask you, we're talking about Ava's game. How big was she? You've been a team this year, but how big was she in that game for you guys?
It was huge. She did a great job pitching, and the hit, it was amazing.
And I know you had an incredible play. I had it on Rick's Rallies this past week, a diving play at shortstop that was incredible. Just talk about your play and how every play was so big in that game.
Yeah, every play mattered. One mistake in the game could have been totally different. The runners on second and third during my catch, it was huge. That ball couldn't have got down. It was just a ball that I had to get to.
Like I said, I put on Rick's Rallies. It was a heck of a diving catch, and it saved a run for your team. So, Lucy, I got to ask, I was talking about Ava and her big moment, but the thing I love about Casey softball this year, and it's been this way in the past, there is no really, it seems, true superstar. You guys are a team, and you win as a team. Lucy, would you say that that's how it is, that you guys can count on so many people to step up for you guys?
Yeah, softball's a game of failures, so not everyone's going to have their best game every day. So when some people are down, other people step up, and that's one thing I love about our team is someone's always willing to step up to get the job done.
And Allyson, she talked about it, but how nice is that to know? You might not play your best game every day, but your teammates are going to pick you up, that you guys are the ultimate team.
Yes, it's a great feeling to know that people on the bench are ready. They're ready to step in and do their job.
And Ava, what to say about your team that, I mean, so many people can step up for you guys?
I just know if we get down that my team has my back and we can always fight through it.
What's it like? I mean, having so, like, I don't want to say, oh, I guess I can say, you don't have many weaknesses on the team. What's that like to know, Allyson, that there aren't many weaknesses or holes on this KZ team?
It's a great feeling to know that every ball hit is going to be a catch or it's going to be a great play. I don't doubt anybody on our team.
And Lucy, how much I mean, you guys are so talented that you guys push each other. I mean, like I said, there's no holes, but how much do you push each other every day, to not have a weakness and to get better?
I mean, always. It doesn't matter what aspect of the game. We're always pushing each other past our limits so that we can succeed in the game.
So Casey-Westfield, they're playing in the Final Four of 1A Illinois High School softball state finals on Friday over in Peoria at the Louisville Slugger ballpark. You play at 10 a.m. your time, 11 a.m. our time. You take on what will be a pretty tough game in Carrollton. They're 36-1. I was talking to you, Allyson, about it. You said you don't know a lot, but you seem to know a lot about them. What do you know about Carrollton and what you're going to face?
They're going to be a good team. They have two pretty good pitchers that we will probably see, and they have a pretty good lineup. But we are going to we're going to practice hard and prepare for them, and I think we have a pretty good chance.
You told me, I believe it was 63 home runs, 65, somewhere around that they've hit this season. I know they play on a shorter field. So, Ava, you hear that they've hit this many homers. The pressure is going to be on you. How much do you say, okay, I'm ready to take on this lineup?
Well, McFarland has a pretty good strategy that we're going to use, so hopefully that gets us through the game. I'm just going to try not to think about how many home runs they have and just pitch my game.
Do you like the challenge, though, knowing, how good they are? Does that, get you hyped up, knowing that how good they are, and you want to see if you can slow them down?
Yes, it does.
I like that. Okay, Lucy, what are you looking forward to on Friday? What does KZ have to get done, you feel, to win your Final Four matchup and move on to the state championship game?
Well, it's even just an honor to be there, but I think us being the lower seed is more of a challenge for us, and we're going to come in and treat it like any other game and try and get the job done.
What about you, Allyson, being the senior? What do you guys got to get done to get the win, you feel?
I think that we have to have good approaches up at bat, having a good mindset on the field, and just being ready to take care of business.
I want to thank our sponsor, or our different ways you can follow the podcast: Spotify, Castbox, Pocket Cast, and iHeartRadio. New ways you can follow Beyond the Stands. Also thank our sponsors: Crow Equipment Incorporated, Snap Home Media, Sycamore Insurance Associates, and Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning. Allyson, start with you. At the state finals, obviously you're excited to be there, but how much this is not, satisfied to be there, that you guys are going there to take care of business?
Yes, I am honored to be there, but I want to get the job done. We won't leave until we get the job done, but I'm so excited.
Same for you, Ava? Is that your mindset, that you're not just happy to be there?
Yeah, I'm honored to be there, and I'm so glad that we proved everyone wrong who doubted us.
What about you, Lucy? Another state finals trip, I get the sense, that this isn't enough for you guys.
Yeah, like I said earlier, since we ended early last season, we took this as a challenge that we're going to go all the way. So,
now, I was kidding with you guys before we started this podcast. I'll start with you, Lucy. I feel like they put softballs in the cribs of girls over in Casey. Casey-Westfield softball, people don't understand, is, one of the best in the state of Illinois. Nationally, they're just incredible. Just talk about the culture over there, the mindset growing up there, the younger girls, just how Casey softball is developed.
Yeah, most of the girls there do start at a young age, but we like to stick with it because it is so much fun. We're there to have fun, winning's fun, and we just put so much work into it that it's just what we enjoy doing.
And I know you two talked about you weren't from there originally, but you joined it. Just what does it, you see it, the little girls and everything that's developed, what does it mean and you've learned about Casey-Westfield softball?
You just know that the little girls are looking up to you as someone in high school playing softball. It feels great to have the little girls looking up to you, and yeah.
What about you, Ava?
A big part of it is that we have an amazing coach who challenges us every day and wants us to be better.
I was going to ask. That was my next question. Thanks, Ava. We're going to talk about head coach Dalton McFarland. He does a tremendous job and has won a ton. And one thing I respect about him, I've gotten to know him over the years, but he's always just seems well prepared. I don't know if that's the best way to describe him, Allyson. What would you say about Coach McFarland?
He's always prepared for anything and everything.
Yeah.
He prepares us and he pushes us to our limits. Yeah.
What about you, Ava? I mean, what have you?
He watches film nonstop, takes notes. He has every team figured out.
And Lucy, I mean, do you think that's a big factor in the way you win is just how prepared you guys are?
Yeah, I mean, I think all the systems he has down are huge in helping us win. He's always has us doing the silliest things, but they somehow always work out. So
what are some of the silliest things he has you do?
Like sometimes, like it doesn't matter for like lifting, like or practice. Like he's like hitting the balls 20 feet away from us, but I mean, they work out in the game. So
good deal. So how much fun does Allyson start with you? How much fun does this team just have being around each other?
We have a lot of fun being around each other. We have like team meals and we do team bonding things, and we all get along and we have a good culture. And I think that's what makes a team, is having a good culture and all getting along. Even if you don't like someone on the team, you guys are teammates at the time. Like during softball season, we're teammates, so we can't be not friends, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And Ava, I'm sure it has to happen. Who's the biggest jokester? Who likes to have the most fun on the team?
Probably Ari.
Would you agree with that, Allyson?
Yeah, or Lucy.
Lucy? Okay, Lucy, what kind of fun do you like to have with the girls?
Me and Anna. Anna's my go-to girl, but we just like to. If we're in a good mood and we can get our team pumped up, then everyone's more willing to be locked in and engaged on the game and willing to have fun. But we just like to dance around, sing, dance, just things like that. So.
And have you? I know as much time as you spend together, some of you have to have some good coach impersonations. Anybody do that real well, Lucy?
Anna's pretty good. Yeah. She loves to mock McFarland every chance she can.
What about you two? I mean, the jokes with Coach, is that true?
Yeah, I'd say Anna. Anna always tries to get to McFarland to laugh, and she's pretty funny.
So does he laugh with you guys?
Sometimes he tries to stay pretty serious, but deep down we know he wants to laugh.
I was gonna say every time I see him, he's in coach mode.
Yeah,
he's so serious. So what is he like outside of softball with you guys?
He's very helpful, especially in school. Like if any of us are struggling or have a bad day, he's there and he helps us and talks us through it.
What about you, Allyson?
Yeah, he's always there for us. If we need anything, we can always count on him. We can go to him for anything. He's a really good guy.
Again, we got the Casey-Westfield softball team joining us today. They're preparing Friday for their Final Four state matchup. They're 34-3. They take on Carrollton, who is 36-1. Should be a great ball game. So, this is incredible. I had to look this up. 17 state finals appearances for Casey-Westfield softball. 7 state titles. When I talked earlier about their storied program, this is why. Starting with you, Lucy, you hear that. What does that mean to you when you hear all those numbers?
I mean, that's truly amazing. That's not a small thing, and we're not done. We're just going to keep racking up those numbers. So.
You speak that you're not done, and I'll start with you. Since 2000, that was the last time that Casey won a state softball title. As storied as the program has been, it's been a while. What would it mean to bring a softball state title back to Casey-Westfield?
I mean, that would be huge. I feel like it being that long ago, I mean, we're due for another one. So.
I agree. You are due for another one. What about you two? Allyson, start with you, especially your last go-around. To bring a softball state title back to Casey-Westfield, what would that mean?
It'd mean a lot. Hearing those numbers, it just makes me hungrier and want it more.
What about you, Ava?
Yeah, it truly means a lot. We've worked so hard to get here, and I think we might as well go win state.
I like that. You might as well go win state. Okay, start with you, Lucy. A perfect ending to your season and the Casey-Westfield softball season is?
Winning the state championship.
You two? The perfect ending to the Casey-Westfield softball season is?
Bringing home the state title.
Agreed.
So many words from her there. So, no, definitely the best of luck. Enjoyed having you ladies in here and seeing the personality. They were a little nervous before they started, but they did great on the podcast today. So, Lucy, appreciate having you here.
Yes, thank you.
And Allyson and Ava, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Again, the Casey-Westfield softball team will be playing in the 1A Final Four state finals on Friday. They'll take on Carrollton. That's 10 a.m. Illinois time, 11 a.m. Indiana time. Of course, WTWO Sports will be following them, and we're hoping we'll bring home the Warriors' first softball state title since 2000. That does it for WTWO's Beyond the Stands.
WTWO's Beyond the Stands podcast is brought to you by Crow Equipment, Andrews Heating and Air Conditioning, Snap Home Media LLC, Sycamore Insurance Associates. Catch this episode again and more of Rick's interviews online at mywabashvalley.com.